Hello everybody and welcome back to another video of Heroes of the Storm. Today we're going to be playing some Sonya. Now, in the past, if you've watched this channel, you know that I'm not a big fan of Sonya. I think she is a little too overtuned and a little too easy to play. So the amount of skill put forward gives such a high yield of output that it's sickening how easy it is to perform a Sonya game. But, however, I have been one of those schmucks who wanted to win, so I said, you know what, I'm gonna pick Sonya, and I won a lot of games playing Sonya. So I want to make a video about it because although I hate Sonya as a hero, she is fun to play, especially whenever you just need a win. So we're gonna jump into a game, show you how I play Sonya, and hopefully you will enjoy it. All right, here we go. All right, and we find ourselves on the Volskaya Foundry today. Now, in this game, I like to go a auto attack build on Sonya, so we're going to pick up War Paint at level 1, although if you really wanted to, you could go Tough as Nails, but it would kind of fracture the integrity of this build, so we're going to go ahead and pick up War Paint. We just heal for 30% of the damage dealt by basic attacks. Later on, we're going to get critting at basic attacks, so it's going to help us out a lot with that. One of the reasons that I hate Sonya is, all the heroes in this video game have certain roles, right? So like Malfurion, for instance, he has 3 basic abilities, an activatable trait, mana, and his movement speed is 100%, 130% when he's on a mount. That's normal for every hero. Sonya doesn't have mana, and her trait allows her to move at 110 movement speed, as well as her cooldowns are an incredibly short cooldown. So, because of this, she's able to consistently spam out spells for no downside, really. And that kind of breaks the game, in my opinion. But as Sonya, her greatest strengths is just that she can be doing so much of everything all the time. So, for instance, my wave clear is fantastic due to the fact that I have no cooldowns and infinite mana. I also heal off of my abilities. So, there's not much that the enemy team can do to shut me down. One of the things that Sonya hates is crowd control, and if you look at this enemy team, they are lacking crowd control, so I should do pretty well overall this match. Sonya's camp clear is fantastic, so I'm thinking we'll pick up this bot wave, and then maybe go ahead and look for a camp, but depending on what build this Falstad is, we could lose to him. Pick up the XP globe. Gonna try to keep the wave closer to us here in case Falstad wants to stick around and fight. Then I can jump on top of him, and he doesn't have towers to run back to. So yeah, just like this, we're going to force him out of the wave so we get a quick, easy clear just by having the wave positioned how we like it. And then he tries to come towards me and fight. Well, that's okay because I have a thing to run back to, and he has a much further distance to run to. Like I mentioned, I would love to be picking up these camps, but I also want to be keeping up on XP, so we're going to look for a rotation here if the friendly team needs it, but mainly just trying to keep up on soak. We're going to pick up Shot of Fury here. This is an activatable talent, but you pick it up for the passive part of it. So now that it looks like Zeratul got the bottom lane covered, I will come in here. So after we use a W, our next auto crits for, I believe it's 40%. Yeah, 40% more damage, which is a nice chunk. And then additionally, we can, every 40 seconds, we can activate our trait to just gain 40 mana, or 40 fury. There we go. You see the camp clear there. It's very nice, very easy. I'll pick up this wave and then also ping that I'm on my way to go there. Hopefully Falstad's not here. We heal really well in minion waves off of our E. As Sonya, you want to be playing around minion waves for your E specifically. Hopefully I don't get ganked here. A lot of the enemy team is missing. Looks like we're fine though. But your E is very good for wave clear. But your W is really good for single target trading. Unfortunately, Zeratul went in. I think he probably wanted me to engage as well, but that would have been a 4v2. Or maybe even a 5v2, and I don't see that ending well for us. Oh, look at that Hogger placement. Okay, it looked like he had an infinite spin going on, but he didn't, so we're safe. One of the things that'll separate a good Sonya from a bad Sonya is whether or not the Sonya can be landing their Qs. Sonya's Q is a very strong ability. We're going to go ahead and use our E. You can see they're all grouped up. So we use our E and we're able to heal a bunch. With that pick, I'll also run down, to the bottom lane and get a little bit of minion wave soaked up. You can see our turret is putting in work, getting us a second kill in this team fight. And now the friendly team was actually able to shut down the objective and get it capping in our favor. So as Sonya, we always want to be doing something. We're going to be taking this camp now. And you can see our camp clear, very strong. We also picked up Battle Rage at level 7. This lets us deal 25% more damage to Merc camps, which is why we're able to clear that camp so quickly. In addition to the extra clear that we have on Mercs, we also have a little activatable ability. Let's see if we can't come in here and get a kill. Unfortunately, I missed, but we'll use the speed of our E to try to catch up. We weren't quite able to. Now we just got to dodge some things, and I do want to re-engage in this fight before it's too late. Yeah, here we go now. Nice zombie wall by the Nazeebo is going to make it difficult for me to get much more done on that enemy team. We are closing in on the objective cap, though, and I do want to re-engage as soon as the friendly team re-engages as well, as I don't want to go in solo. Looks like they're sippy cupping, and we will have one moment to re-engage after Zeratul. After Zeratul does, so we're going to go ahead in now. Unfortunately, the friendly team did kind of back out as I went in, but and that does cost us the objective. Trying to heal up off of the minions. Our self-healing is very strong, but and as well as our single target damage. That's like, Sonya has very little weaknesses, and it gets even better after you hit level 10. I'm actually going to go ahead in on the... I wanted to get in on the healer, but I wasn't quite able to. So yeah, we'll just start to pump out some damage on the objective. And then soak a little bit elsewhere, unless our Malfurion needs the help, which it looks like he did. We were able to get the counter kill, but he did perish at the end. We are doing a great job of soaking, though. We are ahead on this enemy team. We're going to pick up Leap. Leap is one of the most busted ults in this video game. It allows you to have an unstoppable engage or disengage that stuns multi-targets. It's also on a 60-second cooldown, which means you can spam it out like nothing else. You can now overextend in lanes because you have a Leap on a 60-second cooldown that you just take a camp and it's like right back up. So you can see I haven't based once this match, nor have I been healed by the healer much at all. And we've done so much. I think this is like my 4th camp I've taken, maybe 3rd camp. And I'll go ahead and take this one now. And there's nothing that the enemy team can do to stop me at this point in the game. Because we have level 10, everything is working out in our favor. I can now rotate and look for single picks if I want. And you can see that whole time I was able to spam out my W's. But I can rotate and look for picks. The game is really just in my control because we're Sonya and they can't stop us. We'll go ahead in here. We'll steal a camp from them just for the XP. And then I might even look for the rotation mid here after I take this this turret. See what's going on. Looks like they're gonna disengage. The enemy team is. Nazeebo's down here in the bottom lane. He has a spider build. So now, you know how I mentioned before, our trait makes our movement speed stupidly high? Well, it gets even better now. Because now, we have no escape. Instead of it being a 10% movement speed, we now have a 20% movement speed advantage. We fly through the map. Friendly team's getting rotated on. No, they are not, actually. He just wants to... Gonna go ahead and press my R button, as well as I accidentally put the turret down. I didn't mean to do that. I fat-fingered that. But we were able to pick an easy kill on the Nazeebo, and I might even be able to get more done with the help of the friendly team here. We'll see. Doesn't quite look like it. I'll go ahead and take this turret camp. I've actually never taken this turret camp as Sonya. So, yeah, it looks like we got it easily, though. We can solo it. I do believe if we would have picked the other ult, we can solo the boss. On most maps, but I didn't pick that in this game because I don't pick that in almost all of my games. It's just not the best option, in my opinion. Leap, with how short of a cooldown and how much utility it brings, there's no real reason to pick up anything different. And oh, I actually forgot to pick up that. Hopefully, Zeratul will. I thought I right-clicked it. Oh well. Rag coming in with a nice lava wave. That means I can push mid now. Taking a look at my camp timings. Shiny. Try to clear this, and then I do have leap up, which is why I'm allowed to overextend like this and do just whatever I want. Does look like that camp's up now. Objective is up, but the Hogger's dead, so I'm free to continue to roam and do what I please. And you'll notice the friendly team has been winning these fights without me. One of the big reasons for that is because they're ahead by 3 levels. They're almost going to be ahead by 4 levels after I take this camp. And whenever you're ahead by that much in levels, it's hard to come back as the enemy team. At level 16, this is where you get some fluctuation with your builds. So if you need some more survivability, you pick up Nerves of Steel. I do not need that. We're going to look for a rotation here, and I'm going to pick up Rampage. I'll explain why I pick up Rampage in a moment here. And, oh, I wanted to place my turret down, but a nice gust by the enemy team there is going to stop me. But if you need some percent damage, you pick up Giant Slammer. We don't need percent damage this game. And so if you just need raw damage output, which is what I needed, you pick up Rampage. Rampage gives me the ability to have, what is it, 25% more basic attack damage, as well as basic attacks reduce the cooldown of my spear. I don't think I ever mentioned it, but your spear is your Q button. It's a point-and-click straight line skill shot, so it's not a point-and-click, but it's a straight line skill shot. That it will hit the first enemy hero or unit in its path, dealing damage to it, and then pulling Sonya to it, as well as briefly stunning. You can see, I don't even have to be grouped with the team right now. I can just push this building. I'm going to use the turret because I can take this turret afterwards. But you also gain a nice chunk of Fury whenever you land your Q. So if you're struggling to land your Q, you will struggle a little bit as Sonya. But with this build, it makes life much easier. Level 20, you also have some fluctuation points. Hopefully the friendly team doesn't overextend too much. Looks like they're just continuing to wreck this enemy team, being once again 3 levels, almost 4 levels ahead. 4 levels ahead right there. And no one can contest me in the lanes either. If I wanted to, I could absolutely bully every single one of these enemy heroes in a lane fight. I think Tracer could cause me some problems if I didn't have my R up. But on a 60-second cooldown, you have it up almost all the time. Debating going in here, but that would leave me with no escape, so I'm going to save my R a minute longer. Oh boy, unless I need to save my ally here. Yeah, you can see just pressing R obliterates the poor Tracer. Thought about putting my turret down, but I was out of range, and I'm kind of happy I was out of range. I didn't really want to tower dive them. Nice root placements by Malfurion, but a nicer gust by the Falstad will slow us down a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and soak another lane while I just wait for my ult to come back up. You can see we just QE and we get the full minion wave cleared. And then I can even take this camp. And the friendly team is actually getting... I was going to say getting a couple kills, but they are actually the ones getting killed in that lineup there. I do have Leap coming up in just a few moments, though. So that'll help out a whole lot. And why don't I just make the enemy team come to me? So I have this huge push here. And if the enemy team wants to stop me, they better come. And I do think I want to pick up probably better spear, I'm thinking. I don't know. They're both good. Gonna go ahead and place the turret down to hopefully kill this hero, but I wasn't quite able to as a nice heal from the healer came in. And I don't have my ult now, so we're gonna back out. And take this camp, I guess. But yeah, we're gonna pick up composite spear, which means we have an incredibly further range with it, as you can see there. And if we landed on a hero, we gain 25 armor for 4 seconds. This combos nicely with my level 16 talent as well, giving us that extra bit of cooldown reduction on my Q. Does look like there's a turret camp spawning right here, and I kind of prefer having the turret camp over any other camp. So we're going to go ahead and try to get that. I don't have leap up, though, so this might be a little bit of a bad play. Unfortunately, oh no, that was a bad cue. Gonna go ahead and drop this to try to heal up my rag a little bit, and it worked somewhat. We have leap coming off on cooldown right now, and we're able to stun a couple of these enemy heroes. Looking for more if we can hit it, but some nice peels from the enemy team is really prohibiting my push. Thankfully, though, we are still full HP. If you remember, we haven't based once this game. Gonna go ahead in now and take my turret camp back. Sorry, this was delayed, Mr. Camp. And with that, I do believe we can probably finish out this game. Yeah, another pick this late in the game. I see no problem now. That hit? Oh, close. But you can see we won off of pure pressure. If the enemy team wanted to stop me, they had to come to me. Oh, did I really miss that? Oh, well. But yeah, if the enemy team wanted to stop me, they had to come to me, and they never came to me. So we got infinite push. So much soak. So many camps were taken. Almost 400 stacks, wow. And the enemy team was down by nearly 3 levels the whole entire game. That's the power of Sonya, is she just cannot be stopped. Whenever I showed up to team fights, I was making a significant impact, getting picks for our team. And really just helping them get that victory. So yes, I wasn't in the fight that often, but the pressure we put elsewhere on the map made the enemy team be underleveled and on their heels. And then whenever they did choose to fight over objectives, I was able to help the friendly team out and get the picks that we needed. The build I went in today's video, this is the build I go in almost all of my games, but 16 and 20 get shuffled out. So War Paint at level 1, giving us that sweet auto heal. We then go for Shot of Fury at level 4, which you rarely use the activatable part of this unless you absolutely have to. But you mainly pick it for the 40% more damage on your autos. That's a lot of damage. We then pick up Battle Rage, which helps us take camps easier, as well as that extra heal helps a lot when you're 1v1ing heroes. You can spam it out pretty easily because it is on a 30-second cooldown. There is, does it say activate to restore? Starts up to 2 charges. Okay, it doesn't say. I believe you can't use these back-to-back. I believe there's a 10-second buffer in between each use of this, but you do have 2 charges. You then go for Leap at level 10. You can shuffle this out for the other one if you really wanted to, but Leap just has, like I said, so much better utility. It's one of the best ults in the game, especially with the level 20 upgrade, which I didn't go in this game, but the level 20 upgrade is very strong. We then went for No Escape because we can chase down heroes super duper fast with this and just helps us move around the fights much easier. Rampage at level 16, you can shuffle that out though if you wanted. And then at 20 we picked up Composite Spear just for the range, but the ult upgrade's really good as well. Is there any other? Yeah, you could also pick Ignore Pain if you really were getting bursted by like a Kael'thas combo or something. Anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. Please let me know down in the comments if you have any requests. But yeah, I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye-bye.